Your turn, Yugi boy.
What is up, guys? This is AlintheaYoh coming at you today with a very cool little deck profile of my Skull Servant Relinquished deck. So as you can see, there is Relinquished and there is the Skull Servant. So without further ado, I'm just going to go straight into it so you can see it, because it's actually a super fun deck to play. So we have 2 Relinquished. I'm not playing 3 simply because I never need 3 at all, and it's a bit of a waste. And considering you can search with pre-preparation or rights, it's just a really good card in general, and I absolutely love it. And it's just stupid. Some of the plays you can do is, especially when you use like Mass Change 2 or the Xyz, you can take your opponent's monster and then you can like Mass Change 2, or you can overlay into a level 1 or anything like that. So really solid card. Absolutely love it. Relinquished is back with his Bay Pegasus, which I should probably just go so you can see him right there. So we will carry on as normal. We have 3 Skull Servant, King of Skull Servant. It makes sense, you know, it's Skull Servants, that's what we want to play. And yeah, we have then 3 Unizombie. Unizombie is absolutely amazing. Unizombie is the key core of the deck, being able to just recycle 3 cards, send them to the graveyard, ditch them out of your hand, increase levels, tune, everything like that. So it's absolutely great. Another one that's just broken. Kind of broken. Next up we have 3 White Prince. Simply because I've bumped everything up to 3 on this front, so we'll dump you up there, and then we'll go here like this too. The 3 and 3 is now gone up simply because I have more ways to get cards out of my hands. So using a White Prince for a for a Relinquished ritual is pretty ridiculously fun. And simply because you get to summon a Relinquished, take your opponent's monster, and then send 2 cards to your graveyard. So really do like it, and that's why I've bumped it up a bit more. So it's actually been working really well. In this version, I probably still wouldn't have White Prince at 3 in my normal versions or the Shiranui one. But yeah, I will do a little bit more testing, but I'm always testing those, so yeah. Next up we have the 3 Lady in the white. She is the queen of the deck. Absolutely amazing card. And yeah, a lot of people forget how it actually works, and you can just capitalize on that basically. So Lady in the White's really good. Also a very important card for when you are actually synchro summoning, because you will normally use a Unizombie to get a card out of your hands, and then you'll send a Mizuki to the graveyard. Unizombie will be level 5, and then this is level 3, so use Mizuki to banish it, so on and so forth. So you get your mega plays off this pretty nicely. Next up we have 3 White Men. Now you might see why this is actually at 3. Since a certain other card went to 3. So it's actually a really important card in the deck now, and it just extends plays further. I'm really excited how this deck is running. So yeah, I'm not even joking. Next up we have the 3 Mizuki. Again, I don't really need to say too much about Mizuki. It's just a really important card for the deck. Great interactions with Omega and Unizombie. So yeah, Mizuki is an absolute boss. So going on to the spells, we have the 3 Preparational Rites. So the reason why I play 3 is it's like one of the best cards, really. You know, it is needed. And when you combine it with the actual Black Illusion Ritual, then you will see why, obviously, I play it. So being able to search out the Relinquished and obviously the Black Illusion Ritual is really nice. And you can basically summon it with any monster in your deck, because Black Illusion Ritual states it must be equal to or more than 1. So it's really simple to get to. And that's why you can easily generate profit off just your level 1 monsters. So pre-preparation right is absolutely amazing. We then have the 2 Black Illusion Ritual. So, you know, pretty standard, works. Don't need to say too much about that. Next up, the depression is setting in again. We have 1 Allure, 2 Allure, and 3 Allure. So I still have 2 commons. I didn't manage to pick up an ultimate rare in the time since the last Forbidden Unlimited list, simply because I've been so busy. Probably noticed that on my content coming down a little bit on the amount of things I put out, but that's going to all change now, so it's good. Allure Darkness is absolutely amazing in this deck. It's ridiculous. You can use your Relinquished to banish if you want. You can just keep drawing. It's just so good. And I said earlier about the white mares going to 3. That's because you can easily just banish your King of the Skull Servant and happily get it back. So it's just really solid. And the amount of times I'll have a King of Skull Servant in hand, activate that, and then draw into a white man, I'll just be like, bye King, and King's back. So it's just absolutely amazing, and yeah, I really need to get my arse in gear with the 3 ultimate rares on that one. Next up we have the 2 Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion is still a great card in this deck. So I love it. It's great. Mass Change 2. Now you might have seen earlier with the Dark Claw. Mass Change 2 is absolutely amazing. So there's multiple reasons why Dark Claw in this deck, it just makes it so much better. So Uni-Zombie is able to dodge negation effects as long as it's not like a counter trap. So for example, if I activate Uni-Zombie to send a Mizuki or a White Prince to the graveyard, my opponent effect veilers. If I have Mass Change in my hand, Mass Change 2 in my hand, I can say Chain, activate Mass Change 2. So that'll be on Chain Link 3. So Uni-Zombie Chain Link 1, effect veiler Chain Link 2, and then this Chain Link 3. What that allows me to do is summon the Dark Claw on Chainlink 3 Resolution, and then Chainlink 2, the Effect Veiler won't actually negate anything because the monster is no longer on the field. However, the lingering effect of Uni-Zombie will still activate because it's, it's fine, so I get to send something to the graveyard. So these are really good for power plays and things like that, and just in general effect negation. But also you can use it with your Relinquished, so yeah, it's really, really strong. I could even potentially bump it up to 3, to be honest. The 1 Twin Twister, just because it's really difficult to find space in this deck. I'm pretty sure this is a 41 card deck, and it's just impossible to find space, so I had to just put it down to 1. The 1 Foolish Burial makes sense, I want to send things to the graveyard. The 1 Burial from Different Dimension, come on Konami, we can do this, we can send this to 3, trust me, or at least 2. It'd be really nice. Then Skull Servants are getting ridiculous. So yeah, obviously the Burial from Different Dimension is a very key important card, and it really helps with the extension of plays. Next up we have the 2 Solemn Strike. Solemn Strike is a great card, and I'll also put in the Solemn Warning just to add into the little Solemn Brigade that I have in here. Really great cards, don't really say too much about it. It's just protection, especially when you have Dark Claw on board, so it is quite nice. And then finally the 1 Vanity's Emptiness in all its secret glory. I think this is like the best print for it. Yeah, it's just still a really great card. Obviously it's a bit annoying because you can't block a Blue Eyes Alternate Dragon with this, simply because it's a inherent summon, so you can't respond to the summon, the special summon of the reveal. It's just reveal special summon, and then you respond to the special summon in that way when it's on the field. But yeah, it's still a really good card. So going on to the extra deck, we have not 1 but 2 Dark Claw. So 2 Ulti Dark Claw. I actually have my 3rd. I'm really excited about that. And I will be making a hero deck profile, I think, in the future. So Dark Claw is just a really solid card in general. As I said, with Mass Change 2 combo, it all makes sense. Don't really say too much about it. The 1 Reaper on the Nightmare, again, I'm playing Instant Fusion and also a Norden. And the other one is Thousand Eyes Restrict. So there we go. Thousand Eyes Restrict and Relinquished are being used in a fairly decent deck in 2016, so it's really nice to see them come back, if I'm completely honest, and I just really do like it. Thousand Restrict is at 3, so you can do whatever you want with it now, but yeah, they're all really key important cards. If you missed actually the reason why I'm playing Reaper on the Nightmare, so Reaper on the Nightmare in, for example, my Shiran Nui deck list was used for Ultimate Tolkien. You can use Ultimate Tolkien in here, but the extra deck is so tight that I don't have space for it. Reaper on the Nightmare is good because you can use it as a level 5 for a Synchro Summon. Since Uni-Zombie is just a level 3, if your opponent Effect Veilers it, for example, sorry for hitting the camera, if your opponent Effect Veilers the card, then at least you can make a Synchro Summon play because it's level 5, level 8, so on and so forth. So yeah, really good, and that's why. And also, when you can bring it back with Mizuki, and because it was successfully Fusion Summon, because that's what Instant Fusion does, you can bring it back with Mizuki and attack your opponent's life points directly, and then take a card out of their hand, and it can't be destroyed by battle. So, really good card. Next up for the Synchros, we have the 1 Trishula Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Very important key card, easily made in this deck. I think that can probably go to 2. The 2 Omega. Omega is just an absolutely amazing card. I know a lot of people were asking me, they want to build this deck, but Omega's too expensive. And what's a replacement for it? I'm afraid there is no replacement. Omega is Omega. It does the job for the deck, and nothing else like it does it in this way. So, yeah, maybe just wait for the reprint. That will be inevitable at some point. So yeah, Omega at 2 though is absolutely amazing. The 1 Void Ogre Dragon, great cards, easily made. Again with the Beals is just good for going against things like Blue Eyes. I quite like making Beals against Blue Eyes because it's very difficult for them to get over it. The 1 Clearing Synchro Dragon, I don't play Crystal Wing just because it's very difficult to go into, by the way. The 1 Black Rose Dragon, just to clear any boards, and this card is just absolutely beautiful as well. The 1 Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. This is simply here because I like being able to block my opponent's battle phase effects, so really solid. Coral Dragon, just an absolutely incredible card, being able to pop cards and also a tuner, so it's nice like that. And then finally the one Ghost Trick Doorlan, just for the, for example, the Relinquished and Thousand Eyes Restrict plays where you take a monster and then overlay. I did actually make Thousand Eyes Restrict and then what was it? Thousand Eyes Restrict and Relinquished. And then, you know, just brutalize my opponent by overlaying them, by taking 2 and then overlaying into level 1. So it was really, really good. But that is it, guys. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think of the deck. As I said, it's really, really fun. It kind of also, with Relinquished, makes me want to make a Relinquished Thousand Eyes Restrict deck profile anyway, just of like getting them out as quickly as possible, because it'd be really, really fun. So yeah, as I said, let me know down in the comment section below what you think of the deck. Make sure to leave me a like, comment, subscribe. I should catch you guys later.